Good evening, everybody. It is December 29th of 2024, and I wanted to do a quick video here on TQQQ as far as a review for the year. And this is a really good one to review for those of you who are new to the strat, because as you know, the strat is made up of certain combinations, whether they be bullish or if they be bearish. But we're only going to focus here on the bullish reversals here. And it's going to be for 5 time frames: the year, the quarter, the month, the week, and then we'll even throw the day in here, even though I think the day can be kind of noisy at times. The reason why I want to do this video is because we have had a lot of new people come into the Discord server who are always asking about full time frame continuity and how to actually get into a trade, but more importantly, feel more comfortable in a trade so that they don't tap out. And so I was doing this exercise earlier today with a couple of guys that came to class, and I thought, you know what, this would be a good one to do just to throw out to the general public. And basically, when TQQQ went 2-on-2 here for the year, we were committed as stratters to try to get back up to this 85.95 for the first candle. And if we wanted to get the previous highs, we had to take out 91.68. If you only used this time frame and this data right in front of you, you would have been able to take this trade all the way from 52.26 all the way back up here to target. Now just think about that. Had you done that, had you done that trade only on this time frame, you would have made money. But what fun would that be, right? That was what one of the guys said. What fun would that be, just to trade off of a 1 year? And that is one of the demons that we fight as traders, is that for some reason we feel compelled to kind of be greedy at times, but also to make the market into a slot machine, when really we should be focused on how to benefit from these time frames. And one of the guys half jokingly said, well, that means I would have to invest in it. And I just kind of laughed and said, "Isn't that the point? To try to identify the stocks that we can invest in and to make money on all year." And so that's my point with this video, is that once you identify that there's a potential uptrend on this stock, a strat combination to the upside, and it's still in force, very easily, very simply, just look for an entry on a smaller time frame. That's all you're doing. Okay. And so right here, if we look at the year, and immediately we go to the right here, because we read the strat from left to right, or at least I do. Maybe other people don't. I don't know. You can see that immediately right out of the gate here for January, we went 3-2 up. Okay. This baby is in force. And as long as this thing is in force, you want to try to stay in this trade, because you know that the target is this candle here to the left, which we hit. Okay. But if we don't uh, get past this candle, we could go down, but if we continue up, then we know that we want to get here. And look at where we eventually got here in the third quarter. We eventually got up here, and then in the fourth quarter, we eventually took this out. And so that's what I mean by seeing the big picture. Some people call this a cup, some people call it a smile. I call it both, because they both have the same price action where they correct to the downside and then come right back up and stop everyone out here to the left. And you can see that here. But let's just say that you missed it on the year, or you missed it on the quarter, but now you wanted to try to get into this trade on a smaller time frame. So we'd move it to the right here, and we'd look at the month, and we can see that on the month, very simply, you give 12 candles for the year, and in May we triggered the first 222 reversal right here. And this is where you would take this trade right here. And then my rule is, and maybe you like this rule or maybe you don't, is as long as we're above the 10, we're going to stay in. But we're also not going to be greedy, because as we hit these targets on the quarter, we're going to pay ourselves, or on the month, whatever time frame that you use. So right here, this is your first monthly trigger to get in. Or you could have gotten in back here in 2023, but let's focus on 2024. So let's say you actually missed this on a month and you want to get in on a week, you can do that too. And if you go to the week, you can see that we have 52 candles for the year. And at the start of the year, we triggered a 222 bullish reversal right stinking here. We got right here and we triggered and we got in. And if you just apply that rule above the 10 and in, you would have gotten out right here and then let it set up and then get back in. And you would have caught this stretch right here. And then the moment we go 222 rev back down, you could get out and then wait for the reversal. And if you hang around me long enough, you're going to know that I love to trade reversals. Absolutely love them. And every one of these white line or white arrows here, these show you where the reversal happened. Now, let's look at the day. The day, 250 trading days in 2024. And at the start of the year, we triggered 67 reversals to the upside. So every one of these arrows right here signal a reversal. In my opinion, the daily chart can get pretty noisy at times. And I know John, one of the other traders who hangs out in the group with me, he agrees. And he trades strictly around the weekly here. Now think about this. Why am I bringing this up? The reason I'm bringing this up is because the majority of traders who come into the Discord server, you're all using intraday charts of 15 minutes or less, and you wonder why you're losing money. Okay? When you look at these 5 time frames, it forces you to slow down and develop what you need to in order to be a swing trader. And I would say that's the majority of you out there. You want to become a swing trader where you can buy options with time or you can just hold the stock. When you trade on an intraday chart, you are doing quick scalps. And in my opinion, that is why a lot of the traders out there are losing money. And even here on the daily, you can see from the start of the year how noisy this thing gets and how many times it reverses. Now keep in mind, all this action right here represents this one single candle for the year. That's it. That's it. So let me put this into perspective for you even more. This is how the majority of you right now are seeing the strat.
No. I'll find you here.
That's like major league pitching right there at 98 miles per hour. This is how you should see the strat if you take your time. You want to slow it down just like you're hitting off of a tee. I hope this video helps and we can continue to do this for any other company out there. If you'd like to see this, let me know and I'd be more than happy to make a video on it if I have time. Okay? All right. I hope this helps. Take care and God bless.